Dear students, this is an introduction class about reading. In this class, you are going to learn what are the strategies, tools and techniques while reading a passage or while comprehending a passage. Now, let me start this class with a word. The word is here skill. Skill. Can you give me the meaning of this word skill? What is the meaning of this word skill? Skill means ability to do something. What is the meaning here? What is the meaning of skill? Skill is here ability to do something. For example, someone excels in singing. Singing is a skill. Someone excels in painting and sketching. Painting and sketching is a skill. So, what is the meaning here? Skill means ability to do something. So, here skill is ability to do something. Teaching is a skill. Painting is a skill. Singing is a skill. Art and craft skill. So now here English is concerned. As far as English is concerned, is a skill subject. So let me tell you here. There are 4 skills in English, especially. What are those 4 skills? L, S, R, W. L, S, R, W. Along with this, grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. So here LSR means here L means listening. Listening skill. Speaking, reading and writing. So here reading is a major skill and we need to know about reading skill. When we read a passage or a text, we just read without applying any strategies. So here I am going to give you some strategies related to reading. So reading comprehension. Let me write a small paragraph. So here I am going to write a small paragraph, and just following this paragraph I am going to write 3 sets of questions, and I give you a few seconds to answer these questions. Ramaya planted a tree in his garden, on his birthday. And the tree is still alive. So here I have written one line paragraph. Ramaya planted a tree in his garden on his birthday, and the tree is still alive. So here, this is a small paragraph. Now I write here the 3 sets of questions, 3 kinds of questions. So the first one: who planted a tree? Who planted a tree? So here is your paragraph. Ramaya planted a tree in his garden on his birthday, and the tree is still alive. So here 3 sets of questions. What are these questions? Who planted a tree? When did Ramaya plant a tree? where did Ramaya plant a tree? What did Ramaya plant? Is Ramaya alive? Is Ramaya alive? So why did Ramaya plant a tree? So this is the first set, this is second and the third set. So here I am going to give you 1 minute time to answer these questions. I think you have answered all these questions. The first one. So who planted a tree? So his answer is Ramaya planted a tree. So when did Ramaya plant a tree? So on his birthday. The second answer is he. So where did Ramaya plant a tree? So Ramaya planted a tree in his garden. This is the third answer. So here what did Ramaya plant? So Ramaya planted a tree in his garden. So now here this is the fourth answer. So here in this first set of questions, the answers are directly available in the paragraph. The first set of questions, in the first set of questions, the answers are directly available in the paragraph. So this technique or strategy we can call it factual questions. Factual questions. So factual questions. So the questions, the factual questions. Here factual questions are literal questions. So these factual questions answers are directly available in the paragraph. Now here when it comes to second set of questions. Second set of questions. Is Ramaya alive? So here Ramaya planted a tree in his garden on his birthday and the tree is still alive. So here, is Ramaya alive? Can you answer this question? So for example, so the answer is not available. So then what we have to do? So we have a strategy to apply. So when we do not get the answer, we have to read between the lines. We have to read the passage between the lines. How do we read? So between the lines. Here Ramaya planted a tree in his garden on his birthday. So when did he plant a tree? On his birthday. On his birthday. And the tree is still alive. Here there is a word, there is a clue word called still. Still. Based on still, the tree is still alive. So may not be Ramaya was not alive. Still indicates, still gives us a clue that Ramaya was not alive. So when did we get this answer? How do we get this answer? We get this answer. So when we read between the lines. So the second technique is called inferential reading. Inferential or interpretative reading. Inferential or interpretative reading. So inferential or interpretative reading is also called reading between the lines. Reading between the lines. Reading between the lines. So when you read between the lines, the second set of question answers are available. This is the second set. So when it comes to third set of questions, why did Ramaya plant a tree? Why did Ramaya plant a tree? So here Ramaya planted a tree in his garden on his birthday and the tree is still alive. So is the answer available for the third set question? No. So here, so this answer can be varied. This answer can be varied. This answer can be applied through our real life experiences in relate to this paragraph. How do we relate this paragraph to this third set of question? Why did Ramaya plant a tree? So he has a vision about trees, so that he planted a tree in his garden. That answer may be available. So maybe he planted a tree on his birthday. So on his birthday, maybe in memory, or might be in memory he planted a tree. So what is the other reason? As we know the use of trees. You know the use of trees. So what are the uses of trees? So it takes carbon dioxide and gives oxygen. So that might be the answer. So here answer may vary in related to this paragraph. So the third technique is called critical or evaluative reading. Evaluative reading. So now you tell me there are three strategies. There are three kinds set of questions in reading comprehension. Whatever the English textbook, whatever the English lessons, whatever the reading comprehension, it is completely designed based on these three strategies. The first one is factual questions. What are these factual questions? This is also called reading from the lines. Reading from the lines. So how do we get these answers? When you read the lines, you will get the answers. That means reading from the lines. So here this technique is called reading from the lines. So you read these lines, you will get these answers. So when it comes to the second set of questions, inferential or interpretative reading. So these inferential or interpretative reading. So here we can say that is Ramaya, right? So the clue word is here still. So here when you read between the lines, you will answer. So here, for example, in 10th standard, especially the questions. For example, there are 8 prose lessons, 8 poems, and 4 supplementary lessons. So here all the questions designed based on these three set of techniques. These three set of techniques. For example here, when it comes to inferential reading, I told you, when you read between the lines, you will get the answer. So I will give you the best example. This inferential reading, when it is useful, when you prepare for competitive exams. For example, MTSC. So when you want to study the subject social studies or science, so you must use this technique. So when you read the text, when you read between the lines, you will get better understanding. So here, so you have to read between the lines, between the pages, between the paragraphs, between the whole lesson. So when you read between the whole lesson, when you read between the pages, when you read between the paragraph, when you read between the lines, you will get better understanding. This technique, inferential reading or interpretative reading or reading between the lines, this technique very useful in reading skill. So for example, I will tell you an example. I think you all might have watched the movie called Dhruva, right? When Ram Charan wants to become a police officer, he used to read news between the lines. So for example, from the front page and between the pages, he used to grow up. He used to grow up reading the news between the pages and the lines. How he linked it? So here this is called inferential reading. I didn't need to watch this movie. Just I am giving you an example. So here this is an example. And the third one, why Ramaya mandatory? It is about a technique called critical and evaluative reading. So how these three techniques useful in related to our textbook, our English textbook. For example, I write here the example here. So we have 2 mark questions in the question paper in the public examination point of view. There are 2 mark questions. 2 mark questions will be there, and 3 mark questions will be there, and 4 mark questions will be there. Reading extracts, especially reading extracts. These reading extracts, when you read between the lines, when you read the lessons, when you read the text, when you read between the lines, then only we'll answer these reading extracts. So that means 2 mark question, 3 mark question and 4 mark question. Reading extracts almost 2 mark questions, 7, and that means 14 marks. And 3 marks question 2, 6 marks. 4 mark question 1. And also reading extracts, 4 reading extracts will be given. 4 into 3, 12 marks. 12 marks. So that means so in the textbook, the reading skill is widely covered. So when you read these lessons very carefully by applying the second and first and third strategies, you will get better understanding, and you will get good command over the subject. This is very important reading skill. In English. So I think you have clear. So how to read a passage. Now reading comprehension, I talked about the strategies, tools and techniques about the reading comprehension. So I have discussed here 3 strategies. One is factual based, reading from the lines, and the second one is reading between the lines. The third one is critical or evaluative reading. So here I told you, right, 4 mark question. It's completely based on evaluative, critical. So one question will be given. You have to read the text or the lesson. So when you read the text or lesson, so you have to apply your experience, and you have to relate your experiences through that particular lesson. So this is evaluative reading in the reading comprehension. So now here, this is all about reading comprehension. This is all about the technique and strategies about reading comprehension. So now here, so in this class you have learned the strategies about reading comprehension. So the next class I am going to be verb and the definition of a verb, the types of verb and the functions of verb forms, finite and non-finite verb, transitive verb, time and tense. Thank you.